Older male answer the phone.
Oh, she's still breathing. She's still breathing. Let's go. Let's go.
295.
Oh my God. Oh.
Does anyone live here?
January 8th, 2024. Watch what happens when officers enter a filthy apartment and find a 3-year-old, barely responsive and extremely thin.
All right, let's go in. Fairborn Police.
Fairborn Police Department.
Three 305.
Super fed. Good.
Call the number back. Older male answer the phone.
Oh.
He has no idea who Ariella is, and no one used his phone. However, the phone number that came up on the 911.
Oh, God damn it.
Fairborn Police. I'm good. Jesus Christ. Oh, she's still breathing. She's still breathing. Let's go. Let's go. Get a light.
Oh yeah, wow.
Let me get out of the way.
It didn't look like it.
Cow.
I'd say just pick up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fucking bugs.
295.
Oh my God.
Oh. Does anyone live here? Good.
We haven't even got that far. Let's get pictures started. I'm gonna call Johnny.
God damn.
Secure this. Stay here.
Where's the person at?
The child was in the.
The person who called?
We don't know. We walked in and there was a kid in there.
Clear?
Yeah, we cleared. Do a secondary for me.
Alright. Fairborn Police, if you're here, make yourself known.
Yeah. I think Zach ripped that one off the end. So. Go ahead.
Jeez. Fairborn Police.
$295. Can you see what history we have at this address, please? Jesus Christ. Poor kid. Sorry, let me get out of your way. Alright, so we did secondaries.
Yeah, it's bad. Stop. So the person called, not here, and then they called the back. It was the guy. Did you guys hear that part of it?
Yeah.
Once I saw the kid, I zoned out.
So the lady who called obviously isn't here. They called the number back, and a guy answered and said he has no idea who.
305.
Good.
We have a Radia Yasmin listed as of September 8th of last year.
Knock some doors and see if.
Yeah, let's do that. Susan Wynn. Ronnie Day Jr. And I don't know. Yeah. Go ahead and start getting pictures. I'm gonna go up here and not.
Lady upstairs came out and said it was a
Mouse on the
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Luna and Corey is who she's known to live here, but she says she never sees them.
You straight rips that door off.
I was just trying to.
Yeah, no, I
don't know.
was like, holy Toledo.
It's disturbing, man.
I don't blame you. Disgusting. I'm gonna go get with Johnny and them.
My daughter was malnourished and that she was sorry and she had to go.
Where would she go?
I have no idea. Her mom lives in Yellow Springs, in the apartments over there by the horse track. Is my daughter okay?
Well, she's en route to Children's Hospital right now. Do you have an ID on your partner?
I do.
What is your daughter's name?
Like,
Where would she be going?
I have no idea.
Do you have no family around here? Or?
So, like I said, her mom lives in Yellow Springs, and I don't know where.
305 Noel.
I know that she's been talking to a lot of people online. You got a number? I can send it to you.
Corey Michael.
Screenshot. Okay.
She's been talking to a lot of guys online. She's been
Ready?
Yeah. Doing raids on Destiny all night because I didn't think this was going to happen.
When's the last time you saw your daughter?
It's been a while. She kept telling me that she didn't want me around her because she had issues with being raped when she was a child, and that because of that she was uncomfortable with us being in the same room. Gave me reasons to why she was asleep every time I came over, and I didn't see her in at least 3 weeks.
And when you saw her 2 or 3 weeks ago, she was in good health, or
As far as I was aware.
and so does she have problems, or what's going on?
She smokes, but I don't think that's the cause of it. About, I want to say 6 months ago, we split up because her father died, and she went completely off rails after that. She stopped cleaning, she stopped taking care of everything. It led to many arguments. She had asked me to quit my job 2 years prior, and I listened because she was making like $1,000 a week. And so I had told her, because I knew she was struggling, give me clothes, I will go get a job, I will take care of everything. And she said, no, I want you to stay here. And it kept turning into fights until I caught her cheating on me with some people online. And she's just been in this spiral. She hasn't cleaned up the room. I think the only reason she cleaned that room is because I told her that I would seriously hurt her if I found my daughter in any kind of condition. Because we lost our first daughter because she had issues, and that was the reason we were allowed to keep this one.
Would you humor me? I know she said that her phone's going on airplane mode, but can you text her back and say, hey, I'm talking to the police, like, you need to come back here, or something to that effect? Thank you. Okay.
Do you live here? Where you live at? You got?
No, but I do have a bunch of things that are here
Okay.
that I'm supposed to retrieve.
Okay.
I talked to her about that prior.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw her, the mom? And tell me her first name again.
Rabia. I saw her
Rabia.
yesterday.
You saw her yesterday. Where'd you see her at?
Here.
Here. Okay. Did you ever? You never went
It's
inside?
fine. No, I went inside, but we went straight to the bedroom. I talked to her for about 5 minutes, handed her the cigarette. At like 11, 12 o'clock at night, took off.
So you were inside yesterday. I mean, you've seen the condition of the apartment, right? Then
I've seen the condition of her room in the living room. Yeah.
that's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. Where do you typically stay?
At my uncle's across town. Hopefully she answers.
Yeah. When's the last time? So she called or somehow alerted you today that your daughter was malnourished.
30, 45 minutes ago. She
Okay.
had told me that my daughter was not breathing
Yeah.
properly and was bleeding, and that she had called an ambulance and she needed to run. And I told her not to panic and not to freak out, that she needed to sit down and talk to you guys.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be
absolutely.
cordial because it was going to make things worse.
Yeah.
And instead, she goes and pulls this. And I'm not surprised because she has a habit of this. This is how I met her. She was running from foster care. when she was 17. I had just turned 18 and was trying to get her out of trouble and keep her from getting herself hurt. And then she ended up getting herself arrested, and I talked to her again when she turned 18.
So when you were alerted today, where were you?
I was at my uncle.
All right.
But she had told me to get the key and come get the laptop and the PlayStation, my old baby pictures, all my birth and social that should still be here in a folder somewhere.
Yeah.
Round everything up.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really do any of that just yet. But at some point, maybe not today, but maybe down the road, we should be able to hopefully help you get your stuff. But I can't make any guarantees on that right now. Okay. Does she have any friends? Did you say I caught part of the conversation?
She has one friend, Susie Osley, who I don't know where she lives. It's over towards where I'm at.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's past Thunderbird or not.
Where do you think she would go and hang out at? Just in her you know her probably obviously best than anyone. Where do you think she would go at a time like this? No idea.
I have no clue.
Okay.
Someone's calling me.
You are. Is it you on speaker? Hello. Hey, this is Officer Zink. Who am I speaking with?
Rabia.
Hey, are you local nearby that you can come back and talk to about the circumstances at your apartment?
What's gonna happen?
Well, what we care about most is the care and the health of your daughter. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why
Daughter.
you called me too.
Okay. It's going to be easier if you would come back here and we could try to sort this out, right?
Scared
I just don't want to go to jail.
Well, we're not thinking about that right now. We're trying to figure out, what we could do to. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what happened. Absolutely. Are you able to come back and talk to me?
I just don't want to go to jail.
Well, the priority is your child, right? We want to sort through all that first before we address any other part of this, right? And the easiest way to prevent you from any further consequences is to come back and we sort it out right now, right?
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
I'm currently at a bus station in Trotwood.
Are you able to come back to Fairborn?
Yeah, I'll get an Uber.
Well, how long you think you'll take to get back to town here?
Probably like 30 minutes. Do you care if I stay on the phone with you while I wait and explain some things, I guess?
Yeah, that's fine.
First question, can I ask, do you know anything? Like, what's going on with her? Why I couldn't get her to breathe?
I don't know. She's been transported to the Children's Hospital, and outside of that, I have no idea. Okay.
I went to feed her this morning, and she wasn't moving. She was breathing, but she wasn't, moving.
Yeah.
She was just, laying there. And I was like, this is a lot worse than I thought it was, because I had been feeding her, but, it just kept seeming like something was, sucking the life out of her. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Have you had any recent pediatric appointments, anything like that?
No, I've been too depressed to go and book any. I haven't been to a doctor in 4 years.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go to jail.
Well, again, we're not concerned about that right now. We need to figure out circumstances of the health of your child, right? And then we got to get this gentleman's property back. I'm sorry.
I think the Children's Services needs to get involved and take her, because I don't think I have the mental capacity to take care of her.
Disregard.
Well,
295.
we can work through those things, right? We can reach out and contact resources and see what we can figure out. But
I was gonna call them first, but I didn't know who to call. I couldn't get her to function right and talk to me or anything.
yeah.
I will be back at the apartment in less than probably 5 minutes, because that's about what it took me to get here.
Well, I'm here, and I'll wait here for you, and that way we can chat and try to sort through things and answer any questions that you have. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna give you back to the gentleman here. All right.
See you when you get here.
This baby daddy out here outside of, he's filling out a statement. He's talking like he wants to wait around and get property, but do we need to talk to him anything further as far as, or once he's done?
Now, I
kick him
guess
loose?
just confirming the relationship, the baby
he know anything about?
He was here last night, brought her cigarettes. He did not see his child. They've been on again, off again.
So she was here last night.
Yeah. So,
That is false.
yeah. And then see her, and
When's the
then
last time you saw him?
2 to 3 weeks.
yeah, seemingly healthy.
Said she was-
Yeah. Well, right now we're trying to figure out a whole bunch of things, right? A whole bunch of details.
You want to fix it? My back is killing me.
What do you want?
Just sit down.
You can have a seat in the back of the.
Yeah, we're gonna have you can have a seat in the back of my car.
Are you guys taking me?
What's that?
Are you guys taking me?
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Okay.
So
Can I give my
let's.
stuff to him then, please?
I'll take care of that. Let's walk in the front of my car. All right. Okay, just right here is good. If you want to face my car, you don't have. Just put your hands out to your sides. Nothing on your pockets at all. No pockets. You have just underwear underneath your sweats.
Not underwear.
Just your sweats. Okay. Perfect.
322.
All right. Go ahead and put your palms together behind your back.
322.
Tell me how to say your name. Rabia. Okay, Rabia. My name is Ryan Whitaker. I'm a detective, and I am the detective that's going to be handling this case. It's going to be a little bit. So right now, you're going to be taken to the Fairborn Police Department. There's some administrative things that we have to do there. Take a picture and some fingerprints. But I'm going to be down to talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay. Let's go around to the passenger side here. Let's have a seat. What's this fellow's name back here?
Travis, can
Travis.
you please tell him that stuff right there needs to go to my kid's dad?
Okay.
The one that was over here earlier.
Just hang out right there, man. I'll be right with you. Yeah. Yep.
Is there any way you could cuff me in the front? I have spinal problems and this really hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Just can you turn? Can you turn? Yeah, hang on a second. There we go. All right, just all right. Right now you're being arrested for at a felony level. Okay.
Felony level?
Yes. We are still we're doing our thing that we have to do. Okay. As Detective Whitaker mentioned, he will be in to speak with you. Right now, we're going to go to our jail in Fairborn and process on those charges, and then go from there. And as we go through this process, I'll try to answer any questions I can best of my ability. Okay. All right. Yeah.
She was later indicted on felony child endangerment, felony assault. Cases like this show how fast a check on a child can become a life-saving mission. For more cases like this, hit subscribe.